as we continue this into the different phases of this project. And so I'm going to be in favor of this, and I look forward to voting for it next week.
Any other comments? Okay. Well, Councilmember
I'd like to
Jalala
briefly
Nelson.
speak. I want to just take a moment and thank everyone, no matter which side, quote unquote, side you came to share. I guess I'm sitting with the fact that we spent 90 minutes debating how we're charging folks to maintain our roads, and people sat through that. And it really illuminated the challenges we have as a community organizing our city around cars, and cars as the main form of transportation, and funding the needs we have as a growing community, as an increasingly young community, as a community that is generationally less and less equipped with the wealth that our predecessors had, and that we sat through a very heated discussion and then came to talk about this, and it just illuminated so many of the needs we have and what the Ford site is trying to address. And so, you know, I really just want to share that I'm thinking about that a lot, and it ties back to what I've already said in previous hearings that I already spoke about, so I won't rehash it at length again, but I voted against the amendments, and, you know, I reiterate that it was because I just don't feel like it's accurate to describe the inclusion of the additional potential housing along the river as single-family homes. I think that there will be essentially mansions or some of the most high-wealth single-family homes that could be characterized as such, and we should talk about that. And it doesn't mean it will only become that, but that's why I, voted against it, is that I don't think the possibility should be there. The reasons given to me were political and economic, and I just didn't agree with either of those. And we've spoken about the parking and the things that I oppose. So I guess I want to briefly take a moment to say that what we do have before us to vote on, it's in the shape it's in because of groups like Sustain Ward 3, because of younger people stepping up who have scrapped so hard, not just to fight for people who immediately live along this site, but who want to and who hope to and who are trying to make a life here. I just want you to know that what we have is in the shape it's in today, with a lot of the great aspects that are so incredible. Project for Pride in Living, other affordable housing advocates coming here to talk about how it is an ambitious plan. That is because of you. And I recognize that you don't always get talked about as if you're also the community, but we're all the community, and you have your place in that. So I just want to thank folks who came to talk about what you fought so hard for. I want to thank everyone who's weighing in. This is hard. This is a hard thing, and as a newer council member, I am actually mostly in listening mode. And so I want you to know that whatever side you came on tonight, I did listen, I take notes, I think about it. But I want to lift up those points and just say thank you, because we are where we are in this very long road because of the advocacy in this room. And I don't think that should go unacknowledged, especially since you sat through 90 minutes of something else before you came to speak tonight. Thanks, everyone.
Councilmember Prince?
Yeah, I voted against the Ford Master Plan in November of 2017, not so much because I couldn't support the density or the goals of the plan, but because the community was so intensely divided. The Pioneer Press actually asked the City Council to hold off on approving the plan because of the division within the community. I am extremely grateful to the Ryan companies for the excellent community engagement work that they have done that has won pretty broad support from the same community that was so deeply divided in November 2017. I heard Tom Bastian say, and I really appreciate the passion of the people who spoke against the amendments tonight, but Tom spoke to the fact that the original plan was a statement of our shared values. I think the problem is the original plan was not a statement necessarily of everyone's shared values. I think what Ryan did in their community engagement work, and I attended a number of those meetings, was create an atmosphere of being able to talk about the future of that site that allowed people who had so strongly opposed it to believe in it. When it comes to the affordable housing in the plan, I want to remind people here that our PED staff absolutely discouraged us from passing an amendment that got us down to 30% of area median income because they believed that we couldn't reach that. And saddling a developer with deeply affordable housing, that being for low-wage working people, was something that was never going to fly. And we voted for that amendment. I believe it was Councilmember Tao who proposed the amendment. It was a really bold amendment, as Mr. Williams said tonight from PPL. And Ryan came as a local developer with the market conditions that we're all looking at, where deeply affordable is nearly impossible to do. And they said, we're going to meet that goal and we're not going to argue about it. I think that is incredible for a market rate developer to walk into this situation and build 30% area median affordable housing in the strongest real estate market in the whole city west of Snelling Avenue. So I am extremely happy with that. The master plan that we passed called for between 2,500 and 4,000 units. For people who are concerned about density, we are well within that. We've almost topped off at 3,800 units with the amendments that are coming forward tonight. So to suggest that this is anything other than, with the Ryan amendments, that it's anything other than a statement of our shared values, I think is a mistake. I think this gets us where we all wanted to go, and I think it's a really powerful proposal now that we have going forward with a developer who we know is capable of fulfilling these expectations.
Councilmember Bousari.
I just want to echo what Councilmember Prince said. I am the newest council member at the table, and when I requested Ryan to come and brief me on this project and their plans and their goals and the amendments that they were bringing,